Let's go. The Vegas Golden Knights win 2-1 against the Boston Bruins. And this game, it was game 42 of the regular season, and I was way too excited about this win. Did not come without its adversity because we can't catch a break. Yuri Patera was injured yesterday in the game against the Avs somewhere, and so we still had Seville backing up today because Thompson came back from illness. That's what was plaguing him yesterday. He stayed home in Vegas, which thank goodness, because oh my goodness, he played unbelievably well tonight. Like absolutely insane saves. He had to bail out Petro at one point, and then in the third, he had to bail out Cotter after the worst turnover I've ever seen him make. And then he took a penalty later on that, just a horrible shift from Cotter. But Logan Thompson, what an absolute performance from him. Jeremy Swayman on the other end of the ice, also a really good performance with the scorpion save on Barbashev, which I would place more of the blame of that on Barbashev, but Swayman had to be athletic enough to be able to make that save to begin with, so congrats to that. It was a 2-1 hockey game. Really should have been a 1-0 game, because our defensemen cannot stop scoring on our goalies. Yesterday it was Haig that tipped one past Patera. Today it was Martinez that tipped one past Thompson. The only shot that went in past him was tipped by his own player in front. And so, you know, Boston didn't score on Thompson, and we still had to go overtime. Speaking of injuries because of Patera, Jack Eichel got hit and was taken, his escape blade popped off, but then he had to go back into the dressing room. And then Mark Stone took a puck to the wrist and he had to go back. And so for a while we were missing our two arguably most important / best forwards when we're already short, because we got Amadio back, but Carlson's still out. Then there's Carrier, Hutton, Hill, Robin Leonard still. And so I'm thinking, holy cow. And then Marchessault also was grimacing on the bench, had to get looked at the trainer because there was an elbow that hit him in the face. And so, and then in the third, Logan Thompson takes a puck straight off the mask and he looks dazed for a minute. So hopefully he's not concussed from this and he's out next game. And then we have Seville actually in, or Patera's back, or Hill's back. I don't even know at this point.
I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs. And every afternoon I break my arms. At night, I lie awake in agony until my heart attacks put me to sleep.
Maybe the reason I'm as crazy feeling as I am right now is because listen to the names that I've said. So Theodore and Carlson already both out. Keystone members of this franchise. Eichel, Stone, Marchessault, Thompson. Which means our 1 and 2 goalies gone, whatever, 1A, 1B, whatever. And then our 3, 4 best forwards. But hey, we came out with a win. Victory Flamingos, guys, let's go. The Vegas Golden Knights power play went 0 for 4 through the first 2 periods, and then the third, that abbreviated one. But they get a 5th. They called a lot of penalties on Boston tonight, and some of them were pretty soft. That one that got cut short in the 3rd period, that should not have been a penalty. But on the 5th one, puck over the glass, you know that's called because they have to, right? And Jack frickin' Eichel cleaning up the trash in front of the net, the rebound that popped out. All 3 of those forwards still played the rest of the game. Eichel, Stone, Marchessault were on the ice for that goal. This game was a roller coaster, and we came out on top against the top of the East, Boston Bruins. And with Eichel from Massachusetts, the Massachusetts man, the all-star. Yes, let's go. Starting off this homestand right with a win. And oh boy, just really, really, really good game from Thompson. And the rest of the Golden Knights, not so much for the first 2 periods, but that 3rd period, Jack Eichel, phenomenal. Mark Stone with an incredible read in overtime. So Eichel gets his goal, Grzelcyk gets his goal that goes off of Martinez and past Thompson, and then there was the last minute and a half there or so Boston hems Vegas into their own zone, so they've got a ton of pressure. You could feel them have this just momentum, but Logan Thompson stands on his head, as he has all game, preventing Boston from really getting a good chance. Was the Vegas defensive structure, but still. Vegas gets an offensive zone draw, and they try to, whatever, it goes to overtime. Mark Stone makes a read where Pasternak is caught sleeping in the neutral zone, where he just isn't aware of what's going on. He tried to play a little aggressively and was a little slow getting back to it. Realizes that Petro went up. And so it's Petro and Stone up the ice, a 2-on-1. Stone with the perfect pass to go through whoever the Bruins defender was and the goalie, Swayman, and it went perfectly over to Petro, who was just waiting so patiently, and it was a thing of beauty. He just had to tap that in for his second of the season. He's on pace. That could be it. He scored the one in the first half, and now this is the one in the second half, right? Hopefully not. And you could feel it too through the screen. The energy in T-Mobile in that third period was electric. I had this whole thing ready, thought through before this video. I was getting it ready in the first intermission, where I have a bunch of stuff from the times that I've been injured. So I have a neck brace from when I had a concussion, whiplash. I had crutches and a boot and all of these different ace bandages and air casts and stuff. But I was planning on getting all decked out in that, coming into the video, talking through the whole video with all that on. And then I realized I don't have it anymore because the move to Georgia, we trimmed things, and I hadn't needed to use most of that stuff in a while, thank goodness. Gotta, keep healthy. But I didn't have any of that stuff. I just thought it would be funny because whatever the heck was happening in the first 2 periods of this game, and then the rest of our season so far.
Oh, no! No!
Chicken noodle soup for this game was. Our next game, Saturday against the Flames. Same time, same place. Let's do this thing. Hopefully. Please, 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 no one else get injured in that time span. That's gonna be it for Game 42's Nightly Review. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.